I'm Christy Fischer.
And I'm Joe Vanderhorst. So we basically did major remodels of both of our bathrooms and our kitchen. And then we also have an office, which was an extra bedroom. It was sort of an IKEA type office where we had really bad office furniture. So we had that turned into a real office with built-in furniture and storage. And so it's made a big difference.
So Joe covered sort of like the major remodeling pieces, but some of the other pieces were important too. Like we redid all the banisters. We had all the colors in here were oak, golden oak, straight from 1985, and they'd been bugging me for years. So it was a lot of touches like that for this railing, for the stair railing. We did a lot of convenience things like getting the closet and our laundry room. A lot of it was small stuff, but it was stuff that I've been looking for a long time. And we totally redid all the flooring upstairs. That was nice.
Yes, yeah. And we discovered that we had enough termite damage that we had to redo our entire roof.
Yeah, that's true.
Part of the project.
Yeah, found out the hard way.
We had been living here for over 25 years, and there were always little things that bothered us about the house. So for example, the office. We had makeshift furniture that wasn't matching. The storage was not very good. We always had too many files we were stuffing into closets. So there was little things like that. The kitchen wasn't set up very well, so that our trash container was all the way across the kitchen from the sink. And we had a stovetop on one counter and then a built-in oven on another wall. So everything was not together. It wasn't very efficient.
And you couldn't have two cooks in the same kitchen at the same time.
Right, we both couldn't cook together because there wasn't space enough. There wasn't enough counter space. There wasn't enough work area. So there were just little things about the house that always bothered us that we wanted fixed. And then when we both retired, we said, well, now is the time. We can afford to move out for the construction because we wanted something done basically in every room of the house. And so we could afford to move out. We could spend the time to have it done right, and we could get everything done at once. And so once we started, then it was like, oh yeah, let's fix this too. Oh yeah, let's change this too. So it just grew into a project that basically encompassed the entire house.
I think the cabinetry work is just superlative. Working with your designers as well as far as the color of the cabinets, to the flooring that was picked out, to the tile, how everything really came together, I think was really great.
Yes. And the amount of detail that went into the design work, I mean, it wasn't just, let's replace this with built-in cabinets. It was, let's have these drawers at these sizes, let's have these cabinets built in a way that accommodates the kind of storage that we need. So there was a lot of those kinds of details that we really worked through carefully to make sure that we got exactly what we were hoping to get.
We've had friends who've remodeled their house and the cabinets weren't custom. And so then they had the problem of we counted how many knives we had for the knife drawer. We counted how many slots we needed for our sheet pans, and so it was just really planning. And Harding Design was very patient with us as we went through that planning process because it kept changing our minds as it would be like, well, let's do it this way. And then it would be, no, that doesn't work.
Right.
So it was a good experience. And I know that's a bit rare. Everybody finishes a remodel and they say it's like going through, a divorce. But our experience wasn't like that. Wes was very responsive. If something wasn't quite right, he'd make sure that he had somebody dispatched to come over and try and make it right. The communication was good, which is also, kind of rare. And I think the pricing was fair.
I would say that all the subs were, for the most part, really good to work with. It was clear that a lot of them were very experienced and really good at what they did. And we're also, we were able to work as construction went on to change things around that needed to be changed. Once they came in and said, okay, I can't do it that way, but I can do it this way, and let's work out something. So yeah, that worked really well. And the project manager, Kyle, was really great to work with. And it was really good to have him around to fix the little things. A very good experience.